ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold. Clean and simple. Make sure to subscribe to be notified of the latest ShipShape TV content.
What I have here, guys, is a lily pad boat diving board that we installed onto our classic 1966 20-foot Bertram moppy just a couple of weeks ago. And good deal you made it. Hi, I'm John Greviskis. This is Brian Farrell, my head technician. It's awesome to have you back in the studio. You know, Brian, you actually use this diving board.
Yeah.
And what we have up on top of it, this is some storm gray SeaDek. And we went with that color. That's one of their options to kind of tie in with our gray Yamaha outboard.
I love it. It looks real sharp.
You had bare feet. How slick is it going from the SeaDek that we already have on the boat? We have it on the engine bracket. We have it back here on this deck. We have it throughout.
In the cockpit, yeah.
Okay. How slippery? Remember a couple years ago, we made plugs, we made parts, and this is gel coat fiberglass. Mm-hmm. We made these, installed them into the boat. How slick was it on your bare foot on this?
It actually is fairly slick. It's even dry. It's a nice smooth surface. So coming out of the water, your feet are wet.
It could be dangerous?
Yeah, the SeaDek was great. But as soon you have no choice but to step on these benches to get into the cockpit, and it is a little slick.
Well, I was thinking, and I wanted your opinion, on maybe tying in some more colors into the boat to get things to color coordinate. Now this storm gray SeaDek definitely ties in with the gray Yamaha outboard.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. What if we went with the same color SeaDek and we put it over top of these bench seats? I mean, around these hatches, going down all the way in the three areas, just for traction, because the wetter it gets, the more traction you get.
Yeah.
What happens in that center hatch?
It's one giant hatch that pulls up with a massive storage compartment underneath it. So we'd have to make this SeaDek in 3 separate panels so we could still have access to that, but that's not an issue at all.
Okay, now I'm thinking passengers sitting on just SeaDek though probably isn't as comfortable as sitting on like a foam
actual cushion,
vinyl cushion, or something like that.
I would agree. This is a classic boat meant for cruising. You know, we've got this awesome bench seat across the back. Deserves to be comfortable.
And remember, we were down at Miami Prestige Interiors. These guys are talented.
Yeah.
I was thinking that maybe we could get Bill McDaniel from Sunbrella to talk to them about the new Sunbrella Horizon. This is the vinyl that's guaranteed not to pink, mold, or mildew.
Awesome stuff, yeah.
And we could have them come up with some type of engineering creation to do some really cool seats. And I was kind of thinking, last week when we were in North Carolina, we were in the Outer Banks, we were in our new Ken Craft. And do you remember how Bob Brunson, the owner, how he was actually installing the seat? I've never seen that before.
Yeah.
What was that marine hardware? It wasn't a traditional snap at all.
It was my first time seeing it as well. I got to talking to him a lot. It's a snap-in plunger. So it's like a rubberized socket that went into like a fiberglass hatch or deck, and then on the back side of his cushion, he had a little rubberized plunger that fits into the socket and holds it secure. You want to remove it, just lift up, it pops out.
I was really impressed with it, and I asked Brian to do some research. Where are they available for us to maybe buy?
Boat Outfitters actually retails them.
Okay, so maybe we could reach out to our friends at Boat Outfitters, get some of these. Well, guys, before we get into any of this stuff, you know the drill. We need to work out a little trade-off. We've got to get all of you to spend the next 30 minutes with us as we're working around these various crafts. And then in exchange, we're going to be letting you in on a whole lot more ways to make your boat ship-shape.
This episode of ShipShape TV is brought to you by SureHold Industries, helping you keep your boat clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're watching ShipShape TV, boat improvement made easy.
What we're looking at is the back bench seat of John's 20-foot Bertram moppy. Also what you're seeing are some cushions that came from the helm chair on the boat itself as well. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Bill McDaniel, the Marine Market Manager for Sunbrella Fabrics, and joining me today is Debora from Miami Prestige Interiors. If you'll recall, Debora and Miami Prestige is a company that did the makeover on John's CV that we saw in the recent episode. But you actually do the OEM work for CV, correct?
Yes, we do the OEM for CV and other boat manufacturers like Invincible, Intrepid, Competition, Whitewater, Manta, and all over the country. And we also work for private customers. Anyone that can see our work, our job, and they come to us, we help them develop their own custom design, and we deliver those products for them too.
Excellent, sounds great. Well, you know John, he only goes for the best, so he's come back to you guys to complete this project. And one of the things that he is speccing on the project is a new product from Raven, from Sunbrella, that's called Sunbrella Horizon. And I wanted to talk with you a little bit and explain a little bit about what Sunbrella Horizon is. Now, you did see this product early on when you obviously
we used for the CV, and it worked really well. The whole test, it's really stretchy. I love the texture. And the backing, you said it was polyester, of course.
It's polyester, but it's a knitted polyester, so that's what gives that good recovery and good four-way stretch. Some of the characteristics that define Horizon, one is the color palette. All of the pigments that we use in this product are the same pigments that we use in Sunbrella. So we know their genealogy, we know their history, so we're very confident in them. The product also consists of 30 SKUs in two different patterns. One is Capriccio, it's more of a standard embossing, and then we have Textile, which is more of a linen embossing. The second primary component of Sunbrella Horizon is the warranty. Horizon has a 3-year warranty against microbial pinking, and if it does pink within those 3 years, we have a $40 per yard labor allowance to be able to come back in and help replace that.
We don't want to get to that one.
No, we don't want to get to that one. That's right. No, don't want to get to it. We're confident enough that we put, should something happen, that we back it up. Also, it does have an overall riding 5-year warranty, and that's against loss of color, strength, any atmospheric issues that you might have.
So for how long you've been testing that product on the marine environment?
This product has taken about 8 years to develop, so we're very confident in what it's done. We've had it in the field every stage of the way, and every change and iteration has gone back in the field. We've done extensive lab testing, and we're extremely confident the last final variations.
Is someone using it now?
Well, we have two sport yacht fisher builders that you would know that have adopted it, and it's actually going on production boats.
For how long?
It's just, well, they just adopted it, but we have had it in the field in test environment for more than a year. I would like to show you this collection that's been curated as Sunbrella Marine Collection. We've taken fabrics from the standard line and incorporated some new marine-centric patterns. But as also, as you can see, we've put it together with the vinyl, with the Sunbrella Horizon. And so now you can see you get that color coordination going on there. So if you did have someone that came in and wanted a cushion or a pillow, then you could match it up. You have access to do that.
So and these are new products, or is those acrylic products are something that we can find on your old books?
Oh, you can find a lot of these in the other collections that we have. It's just we took out all the noise, all the things, and we put just things that are marine. Good marine patterns. Yes, exactly. Okay. Exactly.
We do a large volume to all our OEM customers. And we are pretty careful with the vinyl manufacturers and the providers that we use all the time. So we are always avoiding or not buying anymore for any vinyl manufacturer that has had pinking or doesn't have warranty. So how is Sunbrella different, and how do I know that Sunbrella will be a good option for us?
Well, it's a great question. Sunbrella is a brand that the consumer goes after, that they understand, they recognize, and that they request. Sunbrella Horizon is going to be the same way. Once your customer finds out you have this product, they're going to come in the door, they're going to request it. All I'm asking is that you give us a try. Let's try it on this project. Let's see what happens. Give me a shot at it. I want you to give Sunbrella Horizon a shot.
I'll consider it.
Very excellent. That's all you can ask for. Deborah, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being here, and we'll be back shortly.
Wait, don't skip ahead. We've got a free gift for you. Hi, I'm Barry Burhoff, president of Surehold Industries, and we've been the leader in boat care for over half a century. And today, we want to share our free gift with you, Surehold's essential boat care guide and checklist. By clicking this link above, you'll discover comprehensive tips from engine maintenance to effortless washing, ensuring your boat stays ship shape. So don't miss out. Download your free Surehold maintenance guide now so we can help you keep your boat clean and simple.
Hey John, I want to welcome you back to Lake Murray. It's a little nicer here than it was last time you were here.
Who we have again on the program is Robbie Coates. Robbie is the director of sales for Sea Hunt boats. And Robbie, I think they're forecasting it to be in the upper 90s today here in South Carolina. We're on Lake Murray.
Right.
That's why a lot of people like to gravitate towards the water in the summertime, getting on those boats, cooling off. And a couple years back, we were on the Gamefish 30.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the Gamefish 30 again.
Absolutely.
Okay, but this is completely different than a few model years back. And I wanted to start off in the stern. Okay, one of your co-workers is sitting in probably the most desirable seat, comfortable seat on a boat. Tell us about it.
Well John, this year we did redesign. This is an all-new 2020 30 Gamefish coffin box. Starting at the stern, we did do a companion seat on the rear, which is everybody flocks that seat for the ride out in that rough water. You know how it gets.
Absolutely. Just in front of it, you have an all-new mezzanine seat. But what's really exciting is what's underneath that upholstery. Tell us about that, and why might somebody want this accessory?
Well, the completely redesigned mezzanine seat accompanies a new SeaKeeper. And SeaKeeper is a gyro. It's a spinning gyro. It spins at a high rate of speed, and what it does is take all the side-to-side rock motion out of the boat.
They used to only be available for very large boats.
Correct.
Okay, this is the 2.
Correct.
Right, and this is now smaller boat owners can have the advantage of, if they have somebody in the family that gets seasick traditionally on a boat, it takes the side-to-side motion out.
It does.
Okay, it is really, really cool. You mentioned coffin box. Why on a center console fishing boat? Okay, why is this something that you might want?
The coffin box allows your angler or your family to get all the way around, walking around, access all the way around the front of the boat. We've incorporated a live well in the front of the coffin box, so you've got a really nice lounge seat for mom, girls, that kind of thing.
So an angler out front could go into that live well, they could be tossing, flipping baits out and everything else, but yet mom or the kids or whatever, if they want to get a little suntan, they have a beautiful lounge chair, very comfortable. But you know, Brian Farrell, he's my head technician. He's tall, he's 6'2". Do you think there's enough stowage capacity to hold a large man like that?
I think so. I don't know if you'd want to stay in there for a long period of time, John, but it's about 400 quarts. It's very large.
To me, the front of the boat looks wider than a couple years back.
It is. We gained 4 inches this year on the inside of this boat. We moved the interior walls in 2 inches on each side, which makes a huge difference in boat terms. You know that.
I'm looking at the upholstery, and I haven't really seen it before. I'm not familiar with it. Tell us about the upholstery and why you're integrating that into this vessel.
Well, we've gone with a textured material from Spradling. Spradling is the manufacturer of the vinyl, and it is really, really durable. It is a textured for a couple reasons. If a butt of a rod were to hit it or a gaff were to hit it, it does not mark and scar like a smooth texture would.
Beautiful bolster all the way around. I mean, this wraps all the way around. Even though it's textured, though, we're sitting on it, it's incredibly very comfortable to the skin.
Right,
it's
very
nice.
soft.
I've got a quick question for you. We're trying to do some research today on the program on how we could possibly affix some cushions on my 20-foot Bertram Moppy from 1966. How does Sea Hunt do that?
Well, you know, John, we install a lot of cushions, and we use a really nice stainless steel snap.
Okay, so that's an option.
Right.
Now, can we talk about what comes standard on
Sure.
this Gamefish 30?
Absolutely. Our hard tops are standard on all of our Gamefish. All of our big ultras are standard. The tempered glass is a standard feature. We got an actuator out there you can force wind through like we're getting today? It's like rolling your window down in your car, John. You just get as much air as you want.
Okay, also they were forecasting it to be hot.
Right.
All right, what do you got in this hard top that helps in that?
We've got these cool vapor misters that come standard in all of our hard tops. and it'll change the temperature 15 to 20 degrees.
So it kind of atomizes water,
right,
like at a theme park?
Absolutely.
Or something like that, and it'll drop down the temperature 15 to 20 degrees.
Absolutely.
Man, that makes it comfortable to get out in the water, even more so than jumping in the water.
It sure
You don't
does.
have to jump
It
in the
sure
water
does.
to stay cool. Let's get into the electronics. I know that you work with Garmin. Is that standard on the Gamefish?
The two 12 inches are standard on this boat. Garmin electronics, we do offer Simrad as well. Garmin is fairly dominant for what we use, but this is how this boat comes.
Now also, up on top of that dash, I'm seeing your iPhone. If I put this in this little slot, watch what happens. Boom, it's charging,
Right.
okay, wirelessly. That comes standard, okay? People like to listen to music. Do you offer them anything?
We do. We pair with JL Audio, which is the best you can buy. The Media Master 50 with an amp and 6 speakers is standard equipment on this boat.
Well, talking about the best you can buy, you exclusively power the Sea Hunts with Yamaha.
Absolutely.
All right. This has an upgrade, okay? And I've had this before on one of my boats, and I love it. It's called Helm Master.
Right.
And this will make anybody, I don't care how much of a novice you are, this will make you look like a pro when you're docked in the boat. It is absolutely great. Where is this priced in the market? Is this a boat that's obtainable to, you know, a regular family?
John, feature for feature, boat for boat, you're not going to find a better value in the industry right now in this size of boat for any size that we build.
How could somebody actually get on one? How could somebody experience the SeaKeeper? How could somebody experience the ride, the fit, the finish that's in a Sea Hunt? I mean, getting on the boat, that's how you tell
Absolutely.
if you want that boat.
We'd love for one of our dealers to show you, give you a sea trial on a boat. Go to our website, SeaHuntBoats.com. Go to the dealer locator and it'll give you your closest dealer closest to you. They'd love to give you a sea trial.
Robbie, thank you so much. Here's another glimpse at Lake Murray in beautiful South Carolina. We'll see you right after the break.
The ultimate 3-in-1 boat hook from Surehold. Engineered to serve multiple purposes, this versatile 3-in-1 tool can be used as a traditional boat hook for docking and securing your vessel, for carrying a dock line to a pillar or cleat, for safely pushing off a dock space, and more. Compatible with all Surehold handles using the SureLock system, the Surehold boat hook is an essential tool for any successful boating adventure. Surehold. Clean and simple.
Welcome back. You're tuned into ShipShape TV, America's favorite boat improvement show.
So again, this is the fiberglass bench seat that I created years back. Remember, made the plugs, made the molds, made the fiberglass parts, and it's gel coat. It's very slick. I'm thinking with that lily pad diving board, okay, when people are diving, you know, Brian was saying when he actually stepped up on the top, stepped on the seat, yeah, on a wet foot, it's slippery. And again, I'm thinking about a thin layer of SeaDek, and then I want some upholstery on it. I want some cushions so that when we're cruising, you know, people have some comfort. And welcome back to Miami, Florida. We are in a shop called Miami Prestige Interiors. We have Debora, one of the owners, on the program. We also have Bill McDaniel. Bill, I was so impressed with Debora's work when you redid the upholstery on my CV. I'm telling you, the boat sold lickety-split. I mean, it was very impressive to the new owner, and I wish him a lot of luck on the boat. That was my 3-year plan. It's time to get a new one, all right? But I wanted to come back to you guys with this upholstery, and you're so creative. And speaking of creativity, we were looking at different ways of cushion and affix to a boat. We were up on Lake Murray this week, and I was asking them how they were fixing the upholstery onto the boat. And just like one of my helm pad chairs, okay, they're using snaps. And Debora, I don't want snaps. Okay, I'm thinking if there's a snap up on top, or if there's a snap down here anywhere, that somebody might get hurt. So I was thinking about little thin layers, SeaDek, all right, and some different way to affix the cushions. And Bill, one of the legs of Sunbrella is a company called Trivantage.
Correct.
And you're familiar with those guys?
Yeah, they're a distribution arm, yeah.
I don't know if Trivantage is offering this, but last week we were up in North Carolina, and we were with a company called Ken Craft Boats. And this is really cool, guys. This is like a little rubber plug, and I found out they're available for sale at Boat Outfitters. Okay, you go to boatoutfitters.com. And Deborah, this is really cool. Basically how it works is like it would recess into the fiberglass part. It's like a socket, all right? And then there's a rubber like stopper plunger for PVC or whatever the shell was. They had like a plug and it just snapped it, and you could unplug it or put it back in. But you guys are the experts, okay? I'm not an upholstery guy. I'm just trying to glean some information. You guys create this stuff. You manufacture the vinyl, okay? You manufacture for some of the best boat builders in the world, okay? Are there any ideas that maybe you're thinking we could go with to where somebody's not going to trip over the hardware getting in and out of the boat?
So snaps are pretty commonly used just because they are simple and durable, but of course it has a little bit of some inconvenience like that one that you said. But so of course we can find different ways to attach your cushions.
Fantastic. Bill, you know I only go with the best. I was so impressed with the Sunbrella Horizon on the CV. If somebody at home, maybe there's a boat builder, okay, maybe there's an upholstery shop, maybe it's just a consumer, okay, how do they get more information?
Well, just simply go to sunbrella.com/shipshape for all things Sunbrella.
Okay, and then Deborah, you're amazing.
Just go
Your
to
company's
Google,
amazing.
Miami Prestige Interiors. There we are. MiamiPrestige.com, where the website, Instagram, Facebook, even in Google Maps. We're easy to find.
Fantastic. We're going to take our last time out of the day, but keep it right here because when we come back, we're going to wrap things up and we'll cover it right after this.
ShipShape TV will be back in a flash.
Bill, do you see this pleated middle section of one of the bottom seats? There's a cushion that went to my helm chair. And we previously mentioned one of your legs, okay, of Glen Raven's Trivantage. Are they going to be carrying pleated? And I know Sunbrella Horizon is not a true vinyl, okay, it's a vinyl type of product.
Correct.
Are they going to be carrying that?
Oh, absolutely. They're going to do the pleated Horizon offering. They're also going to do the heat-em, and they're going to do a foam back version so it's ready for fabrication.
Okay,
so
fantastic. Well, I'm not sure what direction Deborah and her team are going to come up with, but I implicitly trust them.
It's going to be awesome.
They're absolutely the best. They are so on their game. And my friend, we need to thank you for being on the program.
Thank you so
and
much.
We really need to thank whoever developed this Sunbrella Horizon.
They did
oh my gosh, you're changing the industry.
Remarkable job
okay?
they did.
A boater can again have white vinyl type, okay, if you will, on the boat.
Exactly.
All right, without any pinking, and I'm very excited about that. I want to go with white again. Deborah was on the program, her team out here at Miami Prestige Interiors. We had Robbie Coates showing us that 30-foot gamefish out on Lake Murray, but we need to thank everybody at home. Thanks so much for hanging out with us for the last half hour. Again, I'm John Greviskis, Bill McDaniel from Sunbrella. We will see you on the next go-around. And you know, Bill, I will still need the snaps for my derelict chair.
Yeah, definitely. That's the way to go.
This episode of ShipShape TV has been brought to you by Surehold. Don't forget to subscribe to be notified of newly uploaded ShipShape TV episodes.